Welcome everybody to the first episode of the Just Because podcast where we are live. We are live and we apologize. We're a little bit late, had some technical difficulties, but that is typically what happens when you do your first trial run. So
it's the first one.
So we're just gonna roll with it, do our best. Cooper Cheeto doesn't even have his headphones on.
He's got new gear though. He's got new gear.
Excited. Hup.
If you can hear us, leave a comment, leave a chat in the chat room.
I feel like this is nice.
But just
Nice.
let us know.
That's when you know the boys are moving up in the world.
Boys are moving up in the world. We got merch, we got hats, we got podcast studio,
we got merp, we got a studio, we got a studio.
Yeah, this studio was donated. It was like $10,000 or something, wasn't it?
I'm not the finance
We had
guy.
an odd donor that just was like, "I love what you guys are doing. I want to make you a studio."
What a great institution.
What a great
Yeah,
studio.
you can tell it was not cheap. So shout out to those guys. They didn't want to be named, but yeah, super excited, super pumped.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no. Welcome back to the Just Because podcast. I'm Merp. That's Cheeto. That's B. Together we're the cousins. We're gonna hop right into it. Like Cooper and B said, we got merch, so please check out our store. Link is gonna be in the bio, right? Can we
Yeah.
put the link in the bio?
It's in
Yeah.
the link tree in the bio. You'll find it all. Yep.
Link will
Yep.
be in the bio.
Should be.
And then if you can't find it there, you can also find it on all our socials. You can see the hats we got here. We have really high quality shirts. All the shirts are comfort colors. We got the hoodie the other day. You guys saw the hoodie the other day. It's really nice, comfort colors. Haven't tried the Bella Canva.
Did you say you had to size up on the sweatshirt?
I did. Yeah, I did have to size up on the sweatshirt. I'm normally a large, but I went XL on the comfort colors hoodie, and it's a really nice hoodie. It's really high quality. The hats, I just wish the logo was a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I mean,
so we're gonna work on getting that dialed in.
It fits Cheeto's head though.
I was
That's
just gonna say,
that's a tall task.
not everybody knows this, but I have a huge head, and the fact that it fits around my head and it's not just sitting on top, and it's got a little stretch. I'm excited. I mean, it's not hurting my head, so
Yeah, so it's been a while since we did a podcast. We had Christmas, we had New Year's, and it's just been crazy. I mean, over Christmas Eve, we do a talent show. If you watch our podcast, you saw us briefly talk about our talent show that we've been doing for 48 years.
yeah, no, we're coming on 50th.
Coming up on the 50th.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
that was 49.
Yep.
Okay, so we're coming up on 50 years doing the talent show, and after 50 years, we finally went viral.
Let's go.
So collectively, how many views?
So, well, we have multiple videos posted out there with our cousin Mackie Day. Check her out on TikTok, Mackie Day.
Oh, Mackie Day.
And so our most viral one is 9.1 million.
Oh,
That's
really?
crazy.
One video is 9.1.
It's got over 1.1 million likes. It's crazy.
That's insane. When you see a post on TikTok that has 1 million likes, it's like you don't really see that.
Well, that means everybody saw it.
Yeah,
Beca-
basically.
Because you read when we were reading the comments while this was going on, it was 1 second ago, comment,
Yeah.
and we were just
Bing,
getting
bing, bing,
rolling
bing, bing,
out.
Is it like at 12,000 comments or something? Or
Oh,
it's
I
like
can-
something ridiculous. It's crazy.
But we have another video on there from previous years that's also like 4 million, 5 million. And then our cousins who also do something in the pageant, they got up to 2 million singing.
Wow.
So they just love it. And
I
what do
just
they
know
and
ball.
what do they call us? What do they call us?
The praise Lord crew or something like that. The
Yeah.
praise Lord boys, because there's a sign that has been around for 50 years that somebody made, and it just
Probably
it,
GW.
it kind of looks a little bit goofy, but no, that was really cool to see. I've never gone viral before.
Yeah, that was cool. Shout
So,
out Mackie.
Shout out Mackie Day.
Yeah.
Mackie Day got the job done for us. So shout out Mackie. Thank you. How was the weekend, B? You went on a trip to Florida. How was
I
that?
did, yeah.
Tell
It
us
was
a little bit about
warm.
it.
Warmer than it is here. It was awesome.
Hey, I got in golf yesterday, but that's neither here nor there.
You did golf?
It was warm yesterday, but
Yeah, so we're based out of Omaha, Nebraska. You know, not typically the warmest place
it's
on
been
the
kind of
planet.
warm.
It's been
But
50
it's been
degrees.
nice. Yeah.
That's insane.
What was it like in Florida?
But yeah, so my family has a new condo on a golf course and also a house down there. It's called Babcock Ranch. It's literally what they're calling a smart city. So everything's solar powered. They have a solar power farm, and so literally when you go by the trees, they have solar panels on them. It's like fake trees and solar panels.
Yeah, didn't you unplug the house one time or something?
I did unplug the house first time I was there.
Oh,
and somebody
man.
got really upset with me. But
So there's one switch and you
Well,
unplug it and the whole house is just unplugged.
yeah, mostly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That electrical bill's got to
anyway, if you're looking for a
nuts.
place in Florida, you might want to check it out.
Babcock Ranch.
Babcock Ranch. Yeah, it's got
Southern
anything you
Florida?
need. So basically, the idea of a smart city is that you don't need to leave the property. So it's got malls, it's got shopping centers, it's got coffee shops, it's got
Wow.
food, it's getting a gas station, it's got golf courses, it's got pools, amenities, everything, a gym, everything you need.
Who thought of that? It's
It's
got to
a-
be Elon Musk.
dude.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. Do they solar powered? Everything's solar powered. You
Yeah,
said
That's
they
really
literally have
cool.
what's called a solar powered farm.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
So did you play golf or did you not? Did you play pickle or what'd you do?
I just relaxed on this trip.
Oh, you
I
just
tried
chilled.
to do things that I couldn't do in Omaha.
Yeah,
Chill.
Golf, pickle. I do that already.
That's fair.
I tried to do things, go to the ocean, pool, etc.
Yeah. Any beach volleyball? I mean, we have to ask.
Yeah, there's beach ball.
Okay.
good.
For those
Coming
those
off
that
an
don't
injury,
know,
but
oh, that's right. For those that don't know, we're basically kind of pretty good at every sport. So we like
We're
to play
like mid at everything.
Yeah.
All of us are mid.
I would say like pretty mid, like almost really
A
good at
li-
every-
amateur wise,
Yeah.
high up there on the totem pole.
We play
Depends.
flag football.
B's a professional pickleball player.
I did
right?
get drafted.
Okay.
I did get drafted. Yeah.
And
He
and
makes
then
money. He's a professional, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Do
knows ball.
lessons. Yeah.
knows ball. Speaking of volleyball, we got the Supernovas W against San Diego Mojo this past week, and then they also beat Columbus Fury. Very good games. Columbus is underrated in my opinion. I don't know if you guys watch those games, but we're really
Novas
big.
played the Fury already? They've played 2
Yeah.
games?
Yep. They
Oh,
played two.
man.
Yep, they
I'm
played the
way behind.
Mojo. They played the Mojo at home for the home opener, and then they went to Columbus Fury, and they had a really hard fought match, and they ended up winning.
Oh man. I don't know why I missed that.
Columbus is really fun to watch this year, so definitely go check them out. And again, on the volleyball topic, make sure you check out the Major League Minute. Me and Cheeto's dad and my wife Gina are starting a podcast, and they're just entering into that journey. So take a look at it. They cover everything Major League Volleyball.
Yeah,
So take a look at it.
They
Like
just
and
started
subscribe.
off, and I mean, they're gonna blow up. They got a professional, obviously, and then my dad, and they're running a tight ship over there.
Yeah.
So I think we're here, and they're already up here. But
And the market's good for that, especially pro volleyball that came into the U.S. recently. Like people want to hear about that stuff. You got the market in Omaha, Nebraska, which is crazy for volleyball. Nebraska games, Creighton games, and now the Omaha Supernovas plus the Love League.
Mhm.
Anyway, just the matchup, like knowing who's on which team, the matchups, like that kind of stuff they cover in depth, and it's really good.
Yeah, they're dialed in. They definitely know what they're talking about. So if you're looking for good insight, high quality takes on Major League Volleyball, check out their podcast, Major League Minute, Spotify, YouTube, Apple. We're not even on Apple, so
yeah, they're already ahead of us. I think they've got a
So-
sponsor already. So
they're dialed in.
yeah,
They're dialed in. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this too much. I'm sure you probably don't want to talk about this, but Nebraska just got ranked as a #1 seed in the Fox bracket forecast for March Madness. So I'm not sure if you want to talk about that, but we could skip right over
Talk about
that.
whatever you want to talk about.
Did you say a #1 seed?
Yeah, they're projected as a #1 seed.
That
in
can't
the-
be true.
in the
because
March Madness.
they're not even in the top 4.
That doesn't sound right.
No, March Madness. They're projecting March
so they
Madness.
think they're going to jump even more.
They can't be yet. They're not in the top 4.
but
they're-
they can project.
Yeah,
But why
but they're
would they-
projecting.
Why would they make that projection?
I don't know.
Well,
dude.
because they're
I
doing
thought,
really good.
I thought they were trolling.
Well, they're doing-
but it's on Fox.
Have you guys watched their
I think that
games?
was AI.
They're pretty scrappy. They're
They're the
fun to watch.
definition of scrappy, and
Yeah.
I mean they were just down 16 in their latest game and came back at 1.
Was that
And
Indiana?
they're on the road and they weren't favored. That's a huge win.
Yeah.
If you know ball, they're pretty fun to watch because their defense is really good.
Yep.
They
I like their offense too. They move the ball.
they move the ball really well. They got a professional style offense, but their defense really fun to watch. How their help defense, and if you're a nerd like I am, it's pretty fun to watch, entertaining. To
I mean,
watch.
they've got Sam Hoiberg as their starting whatever. I mean, that guy is a tiny little squirt that just does his job. I mean, is he the starting point guard, or does he come off the bench?
I'm not sure. I don't watch it that
They
much.
say
But
he's like the heart of the team.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, he just knows his role. They've got a lot of good role players, and then there's the rank guy that's really good and that know their role.
and they were going to fire the mayor, which is their coach, Hoiberg.
they call him the mayor. Who calls him the mayor?
Well, that's
Iowa
from his past
fans?
stops. No, that's
Iowa
from his
fans?
past stops. He coached at the Bulls and he coached at Iowa State.
Yeah,
but that,
didn't he coach Dougie McBucket?
there is an Iowa player on their team that's doing really good.
Who?
He's good.
Sanford, but
He's good.
he's buttering biscuits from
I
3-point
can't
line.
believe he went from Iowa to Nebraska. I feel like that's like that's frowned upon.
Cardinal
right?
sin.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
like
there's another guy.
Say it.
what?
That's messed up. I
Didn't
think
say anything.
there's another Iowa guy that went to Creighton, right? And
Yeah,
they
$2 million. Now he sits the bench. They paid him $2 million to sit on the pine.
What's his name?
Freeman, Owen Freeman.
There's
Well,
another
there's
guy.
two of them. Josh Dix.
He's good. He's supposed to be good,
but
right?
Freeman was the one who he was the center, and he's averaging like 3 points a game.
So
I don't know.
They're paying him $2 million to sit on the bench.
Well, they
Is he
benched him
hurt?
because they were no. They benched him because they were sucking.
Yeah, they still
They were
suck,
doing
I think.
horrible.
Whoops.
Now they're doing better. So
Okay, really quick. Fiesta Bowl, Miami, Ole Miss.
Ooh.
Want to talk about it?
yeah,
That was a good game. I can't believe Miami won. I guess I was kind of rooting for Ole Miss just because their coach left. And I wish
Yeah,
they
what's
were-
going on with Miami? Do they have any drama going on?
well, one thing about drama is that their starting quarterback is in the same class as some of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL, like CJ Stroud.
Oh, he's old.
I mean,
Oh, you're talking about
Or like-
Carson Beck?
yeah.
Yeah, he's like 24.
So
or
like, there's
something.
been guys that have been in his class that have been playing in the NFL for 3 years, and he's still in college.
How's that possible?
You think that's good or bad for his draft stock? Probably bad, right?
Probably not great. I mean, he's not like going to be a super high draft pick.
But I think I think you're going to see that more and more.
you should.
You should.
Well, look at the ones who have won over time in the NFL at quarterback. They've
Mhm.
been experienced
Mhm.
veterans, even the ones that are the ones
At any
who-
level.
and-
At any level.
Well, Brady went to college for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Mahomes went to college. They don't just come out of college right away and think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think of Trevor Lawrence, Burrow, even though Burrow only started 1 year. Deshaun Watson. Who else? Who's the good? CJ Stroud,
Yeah, all
Bryce
those.
Young.
Yeah, they
They
all played a
all-
long time.
In college, you're saying, right?
Correct, because you have to have experience in the NFL, or else you're going to get toast.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
look at the guys who, even though they're good, they'll get drafted early. They'll be inexperienced and go on a bad team, and then they'll break 4 ACLs, and then they'll be done.
So this is kind of a can of worms. So you see a lot in Major League Baseball. They'll draft kids. They want to
Yeah.
draft as young as possible.
That's
Yeah.
different.
But
though.
you're saying that's completely different.
Well-
because why?
because the quarterback position is point guarding.
You got to be
almost.
very mature.
I mean, it's
yeah.
like reading things.
Yeah,
it's like
mental.
basically if you're in a car and there's oncoming traffic coming right at you, how do you direct things to not die,
yeah.
be successful?
I have played quarterback in a real football game before. I think it's probably the hardest position ever in any sport, besides, I guess, playing golf. But it's so
That's
hard. It's so hard, dude. Well, you're right though. People are sprinting at you,
yeah.
and you're not looking at them. You're looking downfield, trying to get out of the way of them.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Well, they're good when they're doing the checks at the line. They go, number 44, he's coming. He's coming.
Green 18. Dude, do you know who Rogers Realm is? That guy cracks me up.
Oh, he does try to get him off sides or whatever.
He impersonates Aaron Rodgers, and it's just hilarious. He does a very good job of it. I should have had a clip ready to throw up, but I keep seeing that guy on my feed. But now that the Steelers are out, sorry to hear that, B.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
We can talk about that. Anything to highlight from the Miami Ole Miss game really quick?
Their coach abandoned them, and they played really well.
Ole Miss.
Meaning Lane Kiffin literally
Yeah.
abandoned his team,
Yep.
and they put up a fight. So
What about the
Congrats
Peach
to them.
Bowl, Indiana versus Oregon?
I think Indiana might 50 ball Miami. I mean, I don't know how they're that good. Looks like a team full of nerds, and they're just so good.
How about their coach?
Veteran coaches.
Their coach. There's memes everywhere about their coach.
Signetti, they're up by 50, and he's like, sugar.
It seems like he's always staring at the camera like
Yeah, I know they do good.
he's like,
Well, you know what he said when he got hired? He's
"Uh-uh."
like at a basketball game before he's ever coached a game, and he's like, Purdue sucks, Ohio State sucks, and Michigan sucks. And they're like, yeah.
I love it. I mean, we could talk about that, and then like, did you see the Bears coach? He was like,
Yeah.
F the Packers.
Well, that's because
like-
they're arch rivals.
I know,
Yeah.
but like, I love the firiness from these head coaches. I think it's so like people are firing head coaches left and right, and it's like, okay,
Yeah, we talked about that before too. It's like musical coaches nowadays, and I think it's not necessarily a good thing, but I understand it from the aspect of we're paying you this coin. You better put together a team because we're also putting some booster funds behind you.
Yeah, I mean,
So you got no
the
excuse.
Steelers he just stepped down.
Stepped down, mutual agreement. But it's like that's like saying, well, you just fired a really good coach. Do you want to go get a coach who just got fired from a really bad team? Like that's the
Exactly.
people
Yeah.
that are interviewing for the
Exactly.
job. It's
I
like
know.
we don't want them either. And there's
It's
not
like-
just going to be someone who magically appears out of thin air.
Exactly. It's like Harbaugh. Like, who are you gonna hire?
Well, what if they switch teams?
I know. It's like
No, that there are rivals. That
it seems like such a joke. I think back to that video of Sarkisian. It's being like everybody wants to be so quick to fire everybody, and it's like,
Well,
who are you gonna hire?
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
That's just a life lesson now with everything coming at everybody so fast.
yeah.
Be careful what you wish for because the grass might not be greener. Like the thing you get next may be worse.
I mean, look at Nebraska.
That's a deep topic.
I mean, that's just true though. We were ranked or whatever with Bo, and then
And now their quarterback's going to Oregon.
that's crazy. I mean, that seems like a good fit for him. And then he'll transfer a sixth time probably. And
Probably.
is next year is
He's not
Riley's-
playing next year. If the quarterback comes back from this year, he won't play.
Oh,
He's
I
gonna
thought they were
redshirt.
saying that guy's gonna go to the draft for
Well,
sure.
it hasn't been decided yet.
I think that guy sucks too. What's his name?
That's a
DJ
hot
Moore.
take.
Yeah, DJ Moore.
He threw a pick on the first play of the game. That was
3
good.
turnovers.
That was a good ball
I mean,
there.
Indiana's undefeated
Yeah.
team. But
Indiana was tough for them. But
Yeah. I think my apartments is gonna have to step up his footwork game if he's gonna have a chance at Oregon.
you're gonna have to lose that barrel and get some movement in the pocket.
Get
or
a new
A
something.
leg.
little bit of something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think Indiana's gonna have a pretty easy route
Is
to
that
a
on
national
Monday?
championship.
yeah,
Is that this coming
That's-
Monday?
Yeah, next Monday. Yep, should be pretty exciting. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Heck yeah.
Get some chips and salsa.
I'm rooting for Indiana, even though they're obviously the favorite. I think it's crazy what he's done over there. It's the second year, right?
yes.
It's
he
the
was in the
second year.
playoffs
That's
this year,
insane. Yeah. And I wonder, do you happen to know how much NIL money they get compared to some of these SEC schools? I
Well,
mean,
Well, they're getting a lot now because
Yeah.
when they re-signed him, he got a lot, and then they put a bunch of money into the program. So just so you guys know, they went from dead last,
Yeah,
the worst team ever, wins and losses
Yeah.
ever in college football,
yeah.
and now they're could win the national championship.
Where
in
did
2 years.
where did this coach come from?
Well,
JMU?
Yes, but he was somewhere else before that.
Okay.
And then he went to JMU, and now he's at Indiana.
Crazy.
But he did coach in the Saban tree. He
Is
was
he a-
there.
He's a defensive guy.
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
But
he
he-
looks like a psychopath. That's all I know. Dude knows ball. Gotta respect it. I can't believe how good they are. Indiana.
I mean, you know he's a psycho, but he was wearing a quarter zip, no undershirt. That's when you know when the chest hair's breezing out
lettuce
with the zipper all the way down.
breeze.
That's when you know you got something going on.
I just keep seeing memes of him. Have you seen the one where it's like he comes out on the field, looks it over, and then just heads right back in the tunnel? It's just a funny.
check the
meme.
vibes.
No, the caption was when you check your airport gate, make sure it's there. and
Oh,
then
yeah.
go get some
That's
food.
for the 9th time.
That's
make sure
good.
it's there,
Make sure it hasn't changed.
and then head out,
That's good.
and then head
That's
back to
good.
get some food.
And I don't know how much time you want to spend on this. Novak Djokovic, who's the founder of the Pro Tennis Players Association, he randomly stepped away due to some disagreements. I didn't do too
Hmm.
much research into that, but I thought it was an interesting thing
for sure.
because he was very controversial. I don't know if you guys remember in COVID,
He
Yes.
stepped away from.
the Players Association.
Oh, really?
So the Pro Tennis Players Association.
Yeah, I
So,
think he had some big disagreements with how they do stuff. It sounds like.
yeah, which is crazy because he founded it.
Oh, really?
He founded the Players Organization.
That's
So he
hilarious.
was. There must be some news coming out here pretty soon. Moving right along to our first topic, Stranger Things. B. B?
What?
What's the theme music?
Somebody not that.
B.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm
I'm
curious to hear.
let
you
me go over
guys'.
some stats first. Have you seen it?
Please.
Have you seen it fully?
No,
Okay.
I had to stop.
Well-
and we'll get to that.
So season 5 set the biggest English language premiere week in Netflix history with 59.6 million views in just 6 days. That's a lot, beating every Netflix English show ever. So that's like 171% increase over season 4, which was also like popular.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. So that alone tells you everybody was watching.
Yeah.
Right. And so season 5, it's in multiple volumes. They call it like volume 1, volume
Yeah.
2, and then the season finale.
Mhm.
So my analyzation of that, is that what you want?
No, like what happened? Because I mean, you haven't seen it, but people
Did
are
it suck?
upset.
Oh.
People are ticked.
Yeah, it's
And I would be one of those people because
We watched it together.
We
It's
watched it
unbelievable.
together.
Well, the season finale.
That was
we
New
watched
Year's.
together.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
very last episode
Two-
you guys watched together.
Yeah.
And were you just like, huh?
It was two
Yes.
hours long, and they released it in theaters. And so, anyway, overall, season 5, it seemed like the writers, the Duffer Brothers, forgot what they built. Like that's my analyzation.
Seemed like they ran out of time.
They were here's the thing.
Which-
They came out with a documentary, and they tried to film. They came out with a documentary about filming season 5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I saw some clips from that. Yeah.
So now they're like giving away all the insights of what happened, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" They're like actually saying what happened, and they're like, people think they AI'd the script of the season 5. It's that bad. They said that they were getting major push from Netflix to get it out. They tried to film it.
That's
They
probably
tried
what
to
happened.
film it without writing the full script.
That's probably what happened. Netflix was like, get it out, get it out, get it out. Get
I
it
mean,
out,
it was 4 years though. How long does it take to make a show that's your job?
I mean,
Like,
how long did it take? How long did it take to film the other seasons?
I can't
Usually a
confirm
year,
that.
right?
I
think
mean,
it's a year.
I would say like 2 years is even like that's a good amount of time. Like 4 years. I mean, there was a generation of people that were born and grew up in the time that
they're
all of the
adults.
season.
They're
Yeah,
like our age, right?
yeah.
Mid-20s, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I personally think that the show peaked in season 4.
Yes.
I mean, we're just gonna hop right into it. I think it was the most suspenseful. I think a lot of people. The episode called "Dear Billy" is said to be some of the best TV ever.
That was season 3.
Some of the best what do you mean?
Season
the best
3?
TV?
Yes. Well, Billy, the guy
yeah.
who died.
Yeah.
That was season 3.
Okay.
But-
But 4 is the one with Vecna is really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've watched up to season 4, and then I was like, I gotta shut this off. So I agree, Billy was good. That was the guy with the
Billy's
hair, right?
yes, and he died. And so like ranking my
Hold on. Can we get a slow mo replay?
Well,
slow-mo?
that's kind of my criticism, though. Is like every single thing in that show is like, it's like, dude.
It's pretty dark.
You
It's pretty
agree?
dark.
yeah.
I mean, to me, it was like the same thing
Well,
over and over. They got it.
Is when do they introduce the demo thing?
At the first season.
No, but
First season, it's the bad guy.
oh,
when
the
did they-
Demogorgon.
Yeah,
Is
the
it?
Demogorgon.
yeah, when are they in the school? And it's like the lights are like
yeah, the lights are flickering.
oh,
They're like, the lights.
the
And then-
lights.
My eyes.
The
Yeah.
lights were flickering so much I thought I was gonna have a seizure.
No, but who is the start of season 4? This is when I shut it off. Who's the evil guy that talks? Like,
Vecna.
That's Vecna.
that
yeah.
guy.
Max.
I mean,
Max.
It looks like a good bad guy, but a little too good for me. I was like,
Okay,
nah.
so I'm gonna rank my seasons here quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go after further evaluation. I'm gonna go 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. So I think 5 was the
Really?
worst. Yes.
Yeah, 5 is the worst. I mean,
Not even close.
you haven't seen it, so you don't have a take, but I think 5 was garbage. Absolute garbage.
So is there a season 6?
no.
Okay,
So
only
here's
5.
the here.
That brings us to a different topic.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like everybody was like, okay, it opened up. The first episode wasn't that bad, and then it started going, and it's like, what? Everyone's like, what is this? And then volume 2 got released, and they're like, this is really bad. They're like, but they're gonna tie it all together in the finale, the 2-hour finale. They're gonna tie it all together. But there was so much to tie together. They're like, what are they waiting for? And it turned out that nothing actually got tied together. So the audience thought that they were joking. This is how bad.
yeah,
No, this is not.
seriously. Yeah.
This is dead serious.
Jeez. People are pissed, right?
They're so pissed that they actually thought it was a joke. They said, there's no way that they could build this up for 4 seasons and have it be this bad.
Wow.
And so they started coming up with all these conspiracy theories, one of them being Conformity Gate, which if you know about the bad guy,
Elaborate.
he kind of messes with your mind,
Yeah.
and he can like get into your mind, especially in season
then
5.
is that when the girl was like,
yeah. And that's like how he kills them, but like he can get into their mind. So dude, it's actually fascinating what these, dare I say, nerds, I'm one of them, come up with, right?
What we come up
What we come up with, because we are some of those nerds. But yeah, Conformity Gate, it's literally they pieced together a bunch of things from season 5, and they thought that the bad guy was actually messing with the audience's mind because he was so good. They said because he's messing with all these characters' minds, he's actually ending up messing up with our mind because they found so many production errors. They're like, well, the
so many
color of
loose ends,
the color of this was actually red, but now it's gray. The door handle is actually on the left side, but now it's on the right side. So there's so many errors that they found. They're like, somebody's got to be messing with it. It's like people are all posing just like the bad guy poses. Like there's so many things that were adding up. They're like, the finale is going to bring it all together and actually say that this whole thing was a lie and that the 2-hour finale is going to put it straight. That's what they thought. And so everybody was literally like, waiting.
on edge. Here, I got the clip. You want me to play
Yeah,
this?
show the clip.
think I'm about to do it again. If you click this comment right here, it's going to bring you to a video where I predicted the ending of Stranger Things. I'm about to predict something else, and it's not going to be based off of clips of episodes. It's going to be based off of legal due process. If you do not want to listen to me explain it, this is a QR code right here. You can simply scan it. It's going to give you an AI prompt, and you can put it into any AI platform of your choice. It's going to break down this entire due process for you. It's also going to cite where you can get that information from if you want to just consume it yourself and fall down the rabbit hole that I've been under for the last 4 days. If you want to listen to me explain it, I'm going to do it right now for you. First, you think about who the fan base is of Stranger Things. You could put us into 2 buckets, and we're both going to feel very differently about that finale. The first bucket are going to be the people that are there for the story, the action, the characters, the buildup, the nostalgia that they get from there. And you're going to have this bucket right here. And that's the bucket that I fall into. Something that you should know about me before we get started is my special interests are people, puzzles, and problems. And that's exactly what this is. And if those are your special interests as well, it's probably one of the reasons that you love Stranger Things. If you're in this category, we watched this finale, we just kept saying this doesn't make sense. And that is because the Duffer Brothers are completely meticulous, and that's how they gained us as a fan base. What we watched looked like seasons. Same actors, long run times, media promotion, as well as release dates. And I'll tell you, you probably think I'm crazy. If you go into Netflix and you look at season 5, it's going to say S5 : and it's going to say E1 episode 1. And that's an analoging issue. That actually is a known problem with Netflix. It's simply just the only way that Netflix can take that content and put that out there. That's the first thing that trips you up when you talk about kind of that due process and how Netflix goes into actually releasing a show. What naturally ended up happening is we consumed this as seasons with episodes. And that's how it registered to us. But that leads us right into the biggest problem. The Duffer Brothers never registered this season. In order to be considered a final episode, you have to do 3 things. You need to have a final episode ID, legal release status, and then you have to enter it into the distribution and measurement system. That's the legal side of this. This is what you have to do in order to officially produce a show. All of those things together make it an official episode. And what we just watched is not registered that way. And don't you worry, I already checked. Seasons 1 through 4 were absolutely registered that way. So I'm sure, just like I was trying to figure out, what did we just watch? Since that footage is not released or registered the same way that we have with all of the other previous episodes that we've watched, it's basically a giant promo. And if you're looking for the legal terminology here, I wrote it down for you. So what was released was we actually had long form video content made from licensed material and promotional edits. You just watched the longest ad of your life. If you really want to be a hater and be like, oh, it's just a paperwork thing. They just did it differently. They're doing a spinoff. They're starting a universe. Like, it can be totally explained. Then I have one final question for you to think about. Why did all of the other seasons take 6 months to film and this one took a year? They're not going to release extra minutes. They're releasing a whole other official season 5.
Yeah, so we'll get better at that.
So
as long as the audience can hear it.
Yeah.
When I see clips like that, Cheeto, you might not have heard it, but when I see clips like that, I'm like, I'm hooked. That's it.
I'm 100. I was 100%. You sent me that clip, and I was like, absolutely, this is happening 100%. I had no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
So basically, the gist of the video was there's these people, they love puzzles. They're like, the reason why we fell in love with Stranger Things is because puzzle relates people, like different audiences like that. You got to figure things out. And so they did some research, and this girl like had proof that like all the other seasons prior to that season, like the 4 seasons, had registered all of their episodes, and especially the finale was registered as a finale. And so they said for season 5 there actually wasn't a registered finale. They kept calling it episode 8 instead of the finale, and so everybody's like, there's one more coming.
Yeah.
And they were freaking out about it. And so throughout the whole season there was a bunch of sevens, and so they thought January 17th is when that's gonna come out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely convinced. I mean, I sent all that stuff over to Gina, and we were both like, this is happening. This is absolutely happening.
Yeah.
They're gonna make another episode, and they're gonna tie everything together. And Vecna had control of the reality, or it was who's the other one? 11 or 9? Is it 9?
Yeah, 9.
She's got control of the reality, and 11's actually alive, or whatever. But
and it was it would have been probably the greatest episode of television in the past 20 years.
Dude, just tell me how it ends. Is 11 alive or not?
we don't know. They kind of leave it open to interpretation because he's like explaining something at the end.
So they bring back, I don't know if you remember Kali, the nine girl, and she can like manipulate the reality. And
is that the
like,
black girl?
Yeah, and she can like kind of show things that aren't real. And so like at the end, they're like the military people are like grabbing them, and then like they're like, "Where's 11? Where's 11?" And they're gonna blow up the upside down, right? And so they like busted a hole in the side of it, and everything's like coming out, and like there's just like stuff flying everywhere. And she goes in there, and she just goes, and then she vanishes because she gets hit by a bunch of stuff. But then at the end, they're playing D&D, which is Dungeons and Dragons at the end, and they like whoever's the master reader person says, "But 11's off into she's off into her own wonderland," or like something like that. And he's like explains how she got away, and it showed like Kali was actually making a fake projection of her when she was dying, and like she actually ended up getting away.
And then it shows 11 off in some land where they talk about where 11 and Mike talk about running away to a place where there's like 3 waterfalls or something like that, and
Fantasyland.
But the problem with that and why people are pissed is because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
the character development of 4 seasons and then having her randomly go off by herself when she's been alone her whole entire life in abused and in a doctor's office getting shots and everything upon her, and then to conclude with that makes no sense.
I thought when the police officer died, I was like, just tap me out. I'm out.
Well, he's like the best character, Hopper.
I think so.
Yeah,
once he died, I was like, he's coming back.
Well, he does.
Yeah, he does come
Does he?
back.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably that's the end of season 4.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the best character, and once he died, I was like,
So he comes back. So you're at the part where the place blows up.
Yeah, Russians. The Russians.
The Russian
yeah,
place
I finished that.
blows up.
I started season 4, and as soon as that guy got in that girl's brain, and she was like, I was like, all right, I'm shutting it off. This is pissing me off.
Shut it off.
I don't know why. It seems like it's the same thing like every season. I mean, I'm a critic. Obviously, you guys like the show. I did like it at first, and then I was like,
I thought it was very captivating. What I liked about it is very captivating. You could not guess what was going to happen next, and Gina always does that when we're watching shows. She always tries to guess what. She always tries to ruin it. She tries to ruin it. She tries to guess what happens, and she's like, "Yep, see, I told you." And I'm like, "Will you just let me watch the show?"
Hey.
But she tries to guess what happens, and it was fun because she couldn't guess what was going to happen.
Yeah. Those are good shows. They keep you on your seat,
And there's not a lot like that. There's not a lot of shows like that. I think people say Game of Thrones was kind of like that, but similar thing where it's just kind of building.
Well, the thing about Game of Thrones is they would kill your favorite characters. You're like, this is my favorite show. I love this show.
that's the word.
This is no, it's actually good,
but
for
yeah,
TV
it keeps you coming back
because then it's like, well, you never know what's gonna happen now. That's the first season of Game of Thrones. They kill off the main character. That's why.
That's crazy.
And so everybody gets hooked. You're in.
Have
After
you seen
that,
Game
you're
of
in.
Thrones?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I mean, come on.
I haven't seen it. I'm
neither.
not interested. What do you got to get?
Love that show.
Let me guess. You got to plug in a QR code, get HBO Max.
No, HBO Max plus.
Yeah,
And then pay $85
$85
5 times,
or just use a 10-day free subscription. Trial run.
Just go on 1, 2, 3 movies.
1, 2, 3 movies.
That'll
Shout out to the guy on TikTok who let us know about that. There's just way too many loose ends, and season 5 doesn't tie in any of the loose ends. It's like, where is that rock from that Henry finds? And
oh yeah, well, there's a play, so
right?
that's
you gotta
a whole,
watch it.
So
did you watch the play?
I watched like the cliff notes of the play.
Okay.
So that's another huge miss that I think, in my opinion. Like, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna create this whole world for 4 seasons, and then you're gonna say, well, go watch this play that's only in New York and the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
For X amount of money, and it's actually going to be canon to the show, which means if you don't watch it, you'll miss basically another season. Wow. So for people who don't know, that whole play talks about the bad guy. It's like watching a play about Darth Vader.
Yeah,
shows the Vecna, the bad guy, shows his whole backstory. He had a girlfriend, she died.
Vecna?
Yeah, you probably don't know that because you didn't watch the play.
Yeah, dude, you just sit this one out.
What is that one girl's name where he's like, Susan?
He does it to all of them.
Dude, it's like, dude, we get it. I don't know. I wasn't a fan.
But I mean, at least in season 4, he's like, you can't get it. Like, you ain't gonna stop him. Like, he's a bad guy with power. In season 5, he's a chump. He's a chump.
He is a chump.
Is he back in human
he gets
form or something?
controlled. He gets controlled by a human. He goes, Max, if you can hear me, run.
Yeah, that's
he gets
crazy.
controlled by
Did he
Will.
lose his powers?
You
or
know
something?
Will?
Yeah.
He gets controlled by Will.
So Will gets the powers that 11 has,
Oh.
or that 1 has.
Yeah,
He becomes 1 with 1.
He
so
gets
he
the
gets
hive mind, which means
Juan.
when the Demogorgons are about to eat his friends and family, he stops them and kills them
and
all
snaps him. He goes,
without touching them.
Just like 11, right? Basically.
yeah, just like 11, basically. And speaking of the Demogorgons, where the heck were they?
Everybody's asking. They said they're on vacation. In the finale,
They took that day off or what?
they
took a
went
terrible
to
day.
their house and they weren't there.
What the heck?
Those are the evil
yeah.
dog things, right?
It's
The
like-
dogs, the Demogorgons, and the bats that killed that one guy. Remember the Hellfire Club guy?
Yeah. So it makes sense if it's like the Demogorgons are in Hawkins, but they weren't in Hawkins either.
They're in the
You
underground.
know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's like you go to their home and it's like they're not home. They're
Somewhere.
they're at least
They were
somewhere.
nowhere.
They weren't in the Upside Down and they weren't in Hawkins. So it's like where the heck were they?
So, I mean, the Duffer Brothers have like a whole article about what they like answered all these questions, and they're so bad. They said, Vecna wasn't expecting them to come to his home turf. So that's why it was so easy to kill him. And by the way, he turns into a giant kaiju spider. Don't know if you know
Jeez.
that.
Did you?
I see how you say it's super unpredictable. Then at the same time, it just seemed like redundant at times. But like I felt like the first 3 seasons was the Upside Down, and then they close it, and then it's open, and then somebody got stuck in there.
Okay, and so that's another loose end that they never explained. So how do they open? You know the who goes in there? You know the portal that's in the tree
Yeah.
in season 2 or 3.
Yes.
Like to the Upside Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in order to open a portal, what has to happen? You got to kill somebody. Something has to die.
No, I think that like
How
the
does a
the Demogorgons can like do it, and Vecna can do it. They like slash the wall, and then they just go through it.
but
You
there
see
were-
it several times in
Was the
season 5.
machine keeping it open or something? And
Well, it
then they had the
depends on what season you're talking about. This is the continuity stuff we're talking about.
It was
like-
too much.
Like, for example, originally, like the doctor, the bad doctor, he like made one, right? And that was
Mhm.
like the big one that 11 closes in the second season.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can see in season 5 when they're trying to steal the kids, sounds dark. It is. They're trying to steal the kids. They just like slash a hole in it. Whatever it could be, a truck. It's a truck. It's whatever it is, and they just
Yeah.
go through it.
Mm.
And it, they do it through the house when they remember mom gets hit through the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
that's
just like go
right.
through the wall, go through the ceiling, and
so
do whatever.
my question was like, at what point did you guys finally it took me like 2 seasons to be like, all right, what is going like? Did you feel that?
I watched it twice.
because you were
I-
so
I-
confused.
Because I was like,
I was like, what
season
is
4
this?
was so good. I was like, I cannot guess what's gonna happen. So we had to go back and see, like, because we started seeing stuff on social media. It's like, oh, there's these clues and
Mhm.
these in these past episodes. So we just rewatched everything. But I mean, I was able to keep up for the most part. I mean, it's not super crazy until
I
the
just
end of
was
season 4.
confused
But
at first, but
So with the bashing of season 5, there was 2 things good that came out of it. I thought they did tell you what the Upside Down was. It's a wormhole.
it's a
if you know what that means.
Yeah.
So the Hawkins, it's like a wormhole.
it's I don't think it's wormhole. I think it's what is it?
I think it's a
bridge.
carrot.
It's a bridge
Yeah,
between
wormhole.
between space and
Is that
time.
what that is?
Yeah, it's a bridge between Hawkins and then
Yeah.
there's the whatever
Whatever that
place, and
place
then the
is.
bridge. But if you open the wall, it's like space. They find that out.
Hey, which could be real.
Number 2 is when Vecna finally goes in the cave and you see kind of his humanity,
Mm-hmm.
the bad guy,
Mhm.
and he basically gets a choice. This is like the only shine of the whole, I thought, the finale in the season 5 is when he
Mhm.
gets that choice, because Will's controlling him and he's like,
Mhm.
do you come help us or come help us kill this thing?
Mhm.
And he's like, I can't. I am the thing.
Oh
And
man,
then he goes full bad guy.
Is that the
know.
kid? Will is that
Will's the kid.
Will
Yeah,
that
the
got-
one.
Yeah.
dude? Like, why him? It just like I don't know.
Well,
That's
you
my critique.
learn in season 5 in the first episode that he chose him to start his whole bad stuff.
Oh, really?
He chose him. He said, "Will, you're going to start it
and
with
then it
me."
just kept coming back to him, and then he's like,
Yeah, because you see what happened. Watch the first part of the 5th season,
I'll probably
episode
end
1.
up finishing it. I just got to a point where I was like, dude.
It's a good story until season 5 happens. It's
It's
just
weird.
really
Really
disappointing.
weird.
Another question I had is you remember when Henry's explaining how, or Vecna's explaining how Will was digging those tunnels
Yes.
when he was sleeping? What the
Yes.
heck?
Well,
What's the purpose?
they dig the tunnels because the tunnels like helped him do things, throughout all the seasons. But I think that was the mind flare that was doing that. Like, because he's a hive mind, so he can, when they like
Yeah.
stuff happens and the black stuff comes out.
Yeah.
In that, like, I think is what dug the tunnels. I mean, it doesn't say. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
though?
I get what you're saying, but it's like, what was the purpose of the tunnels though? Then because they're not used. So you're saying to enter the.
Yes, but in the earlier seasons, I think the Demogorgons use it to get everywhere. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
And then another question I have was even the Mind Flayer and Vecna. It's like, who controlled who here?
Well, the Mind Flayer was the ultimate bad. However, I feel like the forms kept getting worse as it got stronger. Like, remember it was the smoke dust creature that's like invincible in like the first 2 seasons, and then in the 3rd season with Billy, it turned into that flesh monster that
the big one.
Yeah,
the big one.
Yes,
it like kept getting stronger. Or
yeah, but it was like turned into a physical form, which is like, well, you can kill a physical form, but you can't kill the smoke thing.
Yeah.
And then in the last season, we're like, okay, we'll finally know what it is. And then
it's going to be in its home turf, so it's probably going to be the strongest.
Yeah. And then it turned out to be a giant kaiju spider. And then they killed a young girl.
Easily.
Who's the chick?
Max?
No, the other one. The Wheeler chick, the oldest one. With the dark hair. Anyway.
Oh, Nancy?
Nancy Wheeler.
She basically just shoots it with the machine gun and they light it on fire. Gosh. No special magic or nothing. They shoot it with the machine gun, light it on fire, and then it basically dies. That's it. That's the final battle.
Really?
I mean,
maybe
11.
I won't watch it. I don't. Just a bad ending.
Yeah.
There's
just a lot of holes, but I did really like there were some good things. My favorite characters, obviously, this might be obvious, Eddie and Billy.
Okay.
Who were your favorite characters?
Which one's Eddie? Sorry.
Eddie's the one who got chopped by the bats in the Hellfire Club guy. With the long hair, the mullet.
Long-haired guy, yeah, with the mullet, and he had the solo at the end.
See, I only saw the very first episode when he's with that girl, and she goes, he was
yeah.
He was dishing out some.
You're pretty good at that.
Sorry.
What about you, B?
Yeah.
Favorite characters?
Who was the kid with the lisp? That's my favorite.
Oh,
yeah. People
Dustin.
say that's me.
He's my favorite.
They say that's me as a kid.
You're young, Dustin.
There's some similarities there. I like the Hopper.
Hopper, in my opinion, is best actor on the show. This is a really good example of when you wait so long to do TV shows that it proves that young actors maybe aren't actually good actors when they grow up. Because I think that comes to fruition when you wait that long.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just little baby actors. It's like, well, you're just playing the role because you're a kid. And then they get older and they're like, wow, they're actually not good.
Not that great.
Job.
Well, I imagine it's pretty tough to grow up in that lifestyle, especially with a popular show like that.
Wouldn't recommend it.
No, that'd be too hard.
Yeah.
But I will say my least favorite, Will's mom.
Oh, really?
I was not a fan.
Is that the smoke show?
No.
Who's the smoke show?
No, that's Nancy's mom.
No.
Who are you talking about? Well, the one that Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nancy's mom. And
Nancy's
Will
Byers. Nancy's and Mike's. Okay. Who's Will's mom? The lady
Byers, right? Is
yeah, Byers.
The one that Hopper was digging.
Yeah. Now dig on this.
She wasn't my favorite. She was like, you could her expression was the same. Her expression was the same for everything.
Yeah.
It's like something bad's happening, something good's happening.
Yeah, I feel like her dialogue and portrayal was very predictable.
Yeah.
Like it was just like
she wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
But I did really like Vecna as a bad guy up until the end. I thought he was a pretty good bad guy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make the dark it was almost like he was like Darth Vader. Like you'd feel bad for him because he was corrupted by the dark side almost.
Yeah.
That's what they were portraying. And they're like, well, when they find out in the cave what happened, he actually, when he was a kid, got hit with the mind flare, and that's what transformed his body. And so you actually, in that moment, the best probably part, in my opinion, that moment you actually kind of feel bad for him. You're like, the kid got corrupted.
Yeah, he got shot.
He got shot,
and then
it shows you young Vecna as a human.
He was a little kid, so he went on a vacation or something with his parents and with his family. He got dropped into this mine in the desert, and
it's just so random. It's like,
well,
is that even
the play? The play explains how he ends up there.
Yeah.
But nobody watched the play.
nobody
I'm
wants
have
to
to
play.
finish it, but
But he discovers this guy who's got this briefcase, and he fell in the hole as well. And I guess he's got this briefcase, and he's like, "Stay back!"
Yeah.
And he shoots his hand,
okay,
and then he's like,
gets infected or something.
and then he just
No, he-
so the little kid kills this adult
With a rock.
with a rock, and then opens the briefcase, touches this little rock in the briefcase, and it's the mind flare. It goes inside of him, and then the rest is, and then he was dead. And the rest is history, and everything after that happens.
I will say the bad guy is what makes a show
Yep.
good usually, right?
And he was good.
I thought he was a good bad guy.
He seemed evil. I saw him briefly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not. Yeah, he was scary.
But you don't really find out like why he was doing what he was doing. Like they
Yeah.
don't tell you why the 12, remember the 12 kids? They're like, we
Mhm.
need 12,
Mhm.
but it doesn't tell you why they need 12.
Yeah.
Never
Like,
says that.
Like with all the kids that have powers, they say.
Yeah,
that-
they basically abduct the kids and he brings them into his own mind layer. And
yeah, like
and
what is the purpose of all that? Like,
right. It
it never
that's
shows you.
that's everybody's thing. It's like it doesn't really bring it to a close.
like
It
what
doesn't.
what is this?
Right.
Like that was my question. Is like I get what's going on. There's the upside down, and there's 11, and she's got powers, but like what is the overall thing that we're missing?
like the conclusion is like there's no reason. The bad mind flare is just bad because it was bad. Like
Yeah.
that's basically what they said. They're like, well, we don't really know why. He's just bad. He's just bad.
yeah,
Bad guys are bad.
Exactly.
bad
He
guys
had
are
potential to be
bad.
top 5 in bad guys, in my opinion. He had potential, but how bad season 5 was, he's not even top 20.
Maybe
I mean, I'm dead serious. It was that drastic of a difference. Moving on, NFL playoff predictions, complete 180 switch. I don't want to cut you off, B, but
no go ahead.
Yeah,
what do you guys think? Final 4 matchup. We can briefly cover the weekend's games. We'll start with Saturday. We had Rams Panthers, right?
Yeah, that was a good game. I don't know if you watched it. Probably
Yeah,
didn't.
I was in Florida on the beach, but all the
Watching
games
it on the beach.
I
It's
was. Yeah, at a
fantastic.
little tiki club. It was good. Where you eat.
Yeah, Rams won 34-31.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was a good game.
Packers Bears won 31-27.
Great game.
Huge comeback.
Yeah, Bears were down 18 at half. Packers end on a 5-game losing streak. Bear defense locked in at the end when it mattered, but the Packers made some mistakes as well.
Yeah, tough. They lost one of their best defensive guys. I think he was playing though. Did you guys watch the game?
Yeah, I
Was
did.
Parsons playing
I think he got hurt right at the very beginning or something.
of the game
I think so.
again? Because he was like out for like I thought he was out for
No,
the year,
I think he was out.
so he wasn't playing.
I think I don't think
Well,
he ever played.
Patriots were favored in that game, so that was interesting.
The only thing I want to say about the NFL is I was confused how Carolina was hosting and had a losing record. And then I know they won their division, but
That's like all. Yeah, it
That's
all
so
matters
odd.
about division seeding, like all that stuff.
and
yeah,
then what was the
really
other
weird.
one? Somebody the Steelers hosted.
Steelers
and they
hosted
were-
Houston, and they played a game. The other team missed a field goal for them to win, and then they hosted.
That's really all I want to talk about in this topic is the field goals, dude.
Okay.
I would love to
It's-
talk about
Okay.
that.
Oh my
But I have a
gosh, dude.
different way of I have a different thing than you. So you go. on your
Okay, how do you
spiel.
want to take this? How
Go
do
on
you
your spiel?
direct this? How you want to take it?
I just think, I mean, generally speaking, I'm thinking of the were you guys watching the Ravens Steelers game? I think that was
course.
to decide it.
Of course.
I think the Steelers guy missed an extra point.
Boswell
Probably
yes.
should have lost in the game.
Yeah,
And then the Ravens have a kick to win it. And
I have
they
both of those
missed.
clips.
Yeah,
You want me to
let's
put those
let's
up?
watch the first of Steelers clip.
Yeah.
Watch this, and I have something to say also on this.
Let's see. This is extra point right here.
It's like a 30-yarder, right?
Yeah, it's a
I mean, it's an
cupcake.
extra point.
Hold on, I just want to make sure that they can see it. It's a cupcake. What's an extra point? What's a pe-
35 yards or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
I mean, Sammy P can make that.
Sammy P does make that on a bi-monthly basis. Here, let me just make sure that they can see that. Play it one more time.
Oh, that's specific to talk about.
Oh,
That's
the
fine.
extra point?
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
this is not a straight on angle. Like this isn't footage from the actual TV, so you can't see the angle of the kick. But I'll tell you, it was directly down the middle,
Yeah, it's a
and,
PAT,
then, and then
right?
it went right. Does anybody
Scripted.
did anybody watch?
Yes, it literally
the
goes like
kick
this.
was in the middle of the things, and then it went a 90 degrees and it was out. I don't know if you have it. You probably don't, but
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, we
So-
can look it up.
yeah, look it
see
up
if
while
we
we're
can look
talking.
it
See if
up.
you can find it. So, I mean, people bet on sports, right?
Yeah.
There's so much money in betting on sports, right? Have you ever gone to the game before? This is a rhetorical question.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever tried to use your phone in a football game or like
Doesn't work.
it doesn't work?
Doesn't work.
Why don't you think? I don't know. People are wondering why things don't work.
That's a great
the
theory.
number one thing that I've heard about these missed field goals thing, there was one last night. The number one thing I've heard is that now they're controlling the kicks. I don't know if it's true or not.
I mean,
Take it for what you will.
dude, the Green Bay guy missed one too. The
So-
Green Bay guy missed it to
Okay,
win.
that's a good angle. If you can see the
Yeah,
ball,
see the ball.
It literally is going left.
it's hard because the crowd, but no, that's the Ravens kicker. That's
I mean,
different.
that one did it too.
Okay, this guy, I swear that dude almost looked like he was lined up to kick it that way, but
Sorry, which one
the
is it? It's-
Boswell extra point. So it would have been before this.
It was hard for me to find today.
Just look up Boswell Steelers extra point. Yeah, he kicks it in the middle and he goes right. So
that one did it too.
that one did do it too. So, you know, people are saying, yeah, that would be a good one right there. See if you can see the ball. Look at
Oh.
it. Doug's right.
the other guy.
Show it again.
Yeah. Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Look at this. So they're like,
Dude,
okay,
it looks like somebody went.
yeah,
Was it
they're,
windy?
they're like, okay, no, not much wind to do that, to do a 90-degree duck hook.
It's scripted.
So now
dude.
they're saying that the poles and stuff, like the field goal post, you can't take the field goal post. They don't let you take the field goal post. They only take the ball. You can't even take the ball out of the stadium, right? They're saying that there's now. I'm not saying this. The internet is saying this.
Okay.
you can
This is-
say it.
No,
So he can say
I
it.
think it's an interesting topic. They're saying that there's electromagnetic fields going on where they can control the ball just to
There's something
move a
to
little
that.
bit. I mean, you can't use your phone in the dang stadium for no reason.
Yep.
And now they're electromagnetically changing the balls.
What do you think about that, Coop?
Every conspiracy theory usually has some truth behind it. That's all I got to say. Dude, every single game has come down to a kick and they're blowing them. It pisses me off. And
Well-
that's, I mean,
So another example, and then we can go on to why kickers are kickers. But another example, and you might be able to look this up while we're talking. It was last night. It was Texans Steelers. My understanding is that the spread was 36.5.
this happens every
What am I
single
looking up?
game.
What am I
Look
the
up
last play?
Texans extra point miss versus Steelers last night or something like that. So my understanding is that the spread on the game was 36.5. This is what I saw about someone who bet on the game.
Wasn't it 33-3 or something?
It was 30-6, which
My
means
gosh.
the over under is 36, and the betting spread was 36.5.
Dude, it
And so
happens
they
every
scored
time.
they scored a defensive touchdown, and they go to kick an extra point.
Which one is it here?
It's the extra point that he kicked at the end of the game. If you can't find it, that's fine. He basically kicked it under the. It went under
Oh, I saw that.
great snap, great hold.
Dude,
The guy
that's crazy.
perfect. Like it looked like he
There's-
made good contact.
Dude, there's nothing under here.
And then
he's the kicker.
I don't know who the kicker is.
You have the right thing typed in.
Anyway, he didn't even make it. Didn't even make the goalpost. It went directly under the goalpost.
That ain't
Is
it.
it?
Go back.
No.
Oh, that's a Colts.
Yep.
So do you think they're just
So I don't know if it's true or not. I just know that there's probably millions, if not billions, of dollars being bet on the
Yeah.
NFL. And if
It's
they
in-
wanted to say, well, we're going to make a lot more money if this team won, I wouldn't put it past somebody. That's all I'm saying.
Think about how much is invested in the NFL. I would not be surprised.
Can you
dude.
rig the actual game, like the players? No. Can you rig the officiating? Could you rig the field goal kicking when the ball's in the air and nobody else can control it? Maybe.
So do you think they're trying to make it come down to a field goal for every 'cause
Every
the-
game comes
come-
down to a field
That
goal.
is so frustrating because I mean, because of that, what you said, but it's like the fact that these huge dudes are running around.
Yeah.
And then a kicker comes out to decide who wins. It's like that doesn't seem right. It just
Yeah.
makes me so mad.
They're saying, why are the football players not deciding the end of the football game?
Yeah.
Because if you play football, you know that the kickers, and I love kickers. Don't get me wrong. I never even played really football.
I mean, it's
but
not an easy thing to do. I'm
it's
not
not
saying
easy,
it is.
but they're not like physically like,
Yeah.
they're not beating each other. Like they're just kicking.
I mean, put up a picture of Rodrigo Blankenship. I mean, jeez, dude. It just doesn't seem right for teams going back and forth. Like I think they say the Ravens Steelers game was one of the best games ever.
Dude, it was physically just beating
like
each other
just
up,
crazy,
running the football.
crazy plays.
Yeah.
And then it's like 2 field goals missed, and it's like and then I thought it was funny. The Ravens fired their coach the next day. It's
And
like,
now
actually,
the Steelers
now
fired
the
the
Steelers.
Yeah,
Yes.
wow, that's crazy.
But
And
even
it's like
so the Boswell guy hadn't missed an extra point in 4 years. And in an opportune time, he kicked it down the middle and then it went straight to the right.
that's crazy.
on a yo-yo.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Speaking of electromagnetic field,
Mhm.
wow, say that 5 times.
Electromagnetic.
There is a little bit of conspiracy going around. I don't know if it's you can call it fact or conspiracy.
A lot of people
This
talk about
guy
it.
Peter Crowan,
Mhm.
he's a board certified clinician,
Mm.
cardiac science, photobiology, biophysics, and EMF consultant. So EMF is like some sort of radio wave,
Yeah.
electromagnetic wave. He is saying that low frequency electromagnetic fields can degrade collagen, weaken tendons, and cause soft tissue damage at levels regulators call safe. So what does that mean? That means, in my opinion, that means that they can certainly have an effect on a football, an inanimate is that the right word?
Yeah.
Inanimate object.
Inanimate.
Like not living object. Yeah.
I don't know,
That's crazy.
because this is an actual football field. This is Levi Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is this considered even conspiracy theory? It's right next to an electrical substation. That's crazy.
I don't know, but this guy seems very credible. You've had a ton of people.
He's definitely credible.
I mean, EMF specialist.
he's-
I don't
He's
know.
definitely telling
So
the truth.
one thing that they're also discussing about this is the 49ers are the most injured team in the league.
Yeah, that's what it says right here.
Yeah. And so
Since moving to the state,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Top 5. 7 to 8 full Achilles patella.
so guess who
ruptures.
just tore their Achilles tendon in the most recent game?
40 plus major.
know?
I don't.
Their
I
best
didn't
player
see
and
it.
their franchise player, George
Oh,
Kittle.
It
Kittle,
was
yeah,
Kittle.
yeah.
George
I
Kittle.
watched that. I watched
Yeah.
that play.
Crazy.
That is unbelievable. So is this even like up to date? Because it should be 9. That's crazy.
A week ago.
Yeah. Why hasn't this been investigated?
That's crazy.
Or any engineer? It's safe.
Can
Federal
the crowd-
guidelines.
Can our audience see these tweets?
Yeah, they can see all this stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can see all this.
So the options are A, this is not like this is either true
Coincidence
or it's a
not?
coincidence. Yeah. Those are the two options.
I think A, not a coincidence. Definitely something to think about. Just for our audience out there, think about it. 2, pisses me off that kickers are deciding who's going to win between all of these unreal athletes, and some kicker comes out to decide it. I mean, I don't know what. the
But
alternative
do you
is.
think that there's something to the electromagnetic EMF thing that we're talking about here?
like
With
that and
that's
that they're-
causing the football to move?
No, I think that's interesting. But do you think that also plays a factor in why every game is coming down to a field goal? Like they want it to come down to a field goal?
Well, I think first of all,
Oh, so we have 2 different conspiracies going on here.
I
Is
mean,
what we got
it's-
going on.
I think
It's
you
a
got
battle of the
factors. So
conspiracies.
in your last, what'd you say? Why they come down to a field goal? It's
Yeah.
not like college where NFL. It's more like teams that all have good players. Right?
Yeah,
It's not
anybody
one.
can win,
It's not
really.
one sided.
Mhm.
That I think also factors into it. But
You think there's a script?
People have been saying that for a while.
No way, dude.
I mean,
But
you think there's influence?
I think there's influence for sure, because you saw what happened with the NBA.
it's a fair
We
point.
covered that.
And you're talking about more money with the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh
a
yeah.
lot more money with
Yes.
the NFL.
Yeah. I feel like if people don't think there's not something sketchy going on, whether it's the ball stuff, pause, or
Refereeing.
referees,
potentially.
rigging stuff, you got something coming for. Because I think it's like a multi-billion-dollar. I wonder how much more revenue there is in the NFL than the NBA. But it's. Yeah, the whole thing with kickers deciding the game just rubs me the wrong way. The Packers missed a field goal, right?
I didn't watch the game, but yeah, I think so.
They had a chance to go up
Yeah,
on the
I've
Bears
got it right
and missed
here.
a field goal.
Yeah.
McManus, who's usually butter, and it's just like
Yeah. Well,
Or is it just these high pressure situations? and
that
it's
does play into it, but
kicking is actually hard.
I think it's hard. I think it's high pressure. I think you don't get a lot of reps, right? You just kicking 1 or 2 or, a game. It's cold out. You sit on the bench and then you go kick a game winner. It's like just
Should
like
they
coming in to close a game.
Yeah.
Like for
I just
Should
think it's
should they just
crazy.
get rid of it?
I don't know.
altogether?
I think so. It should be touchdowns only, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
6 points or nothing.
Or
yeah,
punt.
but no, because then you change the
Get them off the field.
I
How?
mean, you just change
How?
the whole dynamic of the sport. Like, think
How
of the ways
so?
that you can score and catch up. You could kick. There's teams that beat you by field goals.
Nobody wants to watch that.
Nobody wants to watch it, but that's good football, good defense, and don't turn like you get it. I'm not saying that I love that kind of
He likes
stuff.
the
but
kickers.
I'm battling for the kickers here.
I'm a
There's
anti-kicker. Dude.
you got 8 points. You can go for 2. You can kick a field goal. You can there's different ways.
I'm
to
okay
score,
with
and I like
going
that.
for 2 because
Safety-
that's football.
Yeah, go for 2.
Okay, so you want the score to be 7-0 every game because you ain't gonna be kicking if you're at the 40-yard line. You ain't gonna be going for it on 4th down. You're gonna punt it 20 yards and then what?
No, you can go for it. No, that's what would happen if they're at the 50 or in.
Yeah,
they're
you'd-
just gonna go for it every time.
Okay, and give them the ball at the 50, and then they're gonna.
People do that now anyway. People,
It's true. Yeah.
way more people go for it on 4th down. I think it's like.
Inside the 50.
Would
is
you
what you're
rather
saying.
watch somebody try to go 4th and 50
Depend-
or try to kick a 65-yarder? I
but-
don't care about the field goal.
But do you understand that's the whole point of the game? Like
Yeah,
strategy.
I understand
Like
it.
the whole point of the strategy is: do I take the points or do I risk it and go for it?
Yeah. No, I get the
the point of the
strategy.
game.
It's like
It's not
I
fun to
don't know.
watch,
It's not-
dude.
Well,
It-
when my kid grows up to be a kicker and he's the best kicker in the game, I'll watch it.
Hey,
Let's ride.
more
Teach
more
your
money
kid to be a
you.
kicker. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to be a kicker. Well, the problem with it is if you miss a kick, they're gonna on social media they're gonna try to attack your family, attack your friends, and try to.
I mean, the coaches' jobs are literally on the line for some kicker.
pay your kickers. Then go
Yeah.
get a good kicker.
That doesn't automatically mean that they're
What
going to
happened
make
to
everything.
who
Dude. I think it's
who
just
are the legendary kickers in the game? They all have won Super Bowls. They've all look at the guy from New England who saved them. He'd been kicking 60 yards to saves them. Look at the guy from the Ravens.
What happened to Justin Tucker?
He retired.
He started sucking.
Well,
I think that's
probably
when
they
they-
put electromagnetic.
I think that's
EMF.
right when they introduced the
EMF.
magnets. He was like, "I'm out." He was the best kicker. Dude, they
The
put
magnets.
right when they put him in, he was out because he was the
Yep.
best kicker of all time, and then all of a sudden he was sucking.
It's
Because
because
he
they're
couldn't make a field goal.
hey.
Get
get them off the field.
kicking it wide.
No,
right.
I mean, you bring up an interesting point. So these two people, so the Ravens kicker missed a field goal, fired.
Yeah. Steelers
Coach
basic-
fired. Coach fired, right?
Yep.
The head coach got
yeah,
fired
yes.
because he missed his field goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steelers
Step down.
Step down, basically.
step
fired.
down,
Mutual
fired.
Step down.
Right. Right.
Well, look at Lamar Jackson from the Ravens. They say, well, he can't win it in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's like,
But
dude, he
he's
had a
been-
great drive to
last-
get him down the field in that game.
The last 3 years, he had the running back fumbled at the goal line. Mark Andrews 2-point conversion in the remember Bills,
Oh yeah.
and he dropped. It was a drop pass, and then he drives the team down the field to kick a field goal and win. And Buddy just misses.
And then electromagnetics. I
and then
mean,
they're like, well, he sucks. Lamar Jackson sucks. He's like, well, he puts his team in a situation to win every year. So it's legacies on the line.
yeah.
You talk about coaching, legacy for players too.
Yep.
When they miss kicks. So
Yeah, but I mean that's just so tough to draft a team, because you gotta pay the quarterback, you gotta pay some running backs, you gotta pay some linemen. I mean, on the totem pole of who's getting the most money,
well, who's
get the kickers.
who's
out.
deciding how the game ends?
Kickers?
kickers.
Kicker. You might want to pay the kicker.
Dick or the kicker? What
He's
team's
butter.
he on?
He's on the
butter.
freaking Chargers.
yeah.
They're
They're
out.
done. They just got.
They didn't give him enough chances to kick.
Get them off the field.
get them off. the
Well, in
field.
other leagues, they do more points. Like you can get a 2 or 1 point. If you kick it in the end zone,
Mhm.
you in Canadian football, you get 1 point. So they're walk-off kicks, and you don't even make it in the field goal. You just kick it past the end zone. They're like, yeah.
I don't
that
know.
I disagree
we gotta
with.
do something. Make the field goal bigger or something. I don't know. That's probably not the right.
It's
answer.
not entertaining. I think we should get him out of here. What do you guys think? So who won here?
Playoff picture, we got
Foxborough.
Patriots. Yep.
Patriots.
The
walked
Patriots
up.
won, so they play the Broncos.
Yeah.
Is this wrong?
No, that's good.
So they play the Broncos.
I don't no, I don't
The
know.
Bills won, right?
That's not right because I think it's depending on seeding. So,
Mm.
whoever's
This-
the higher seed gets the home
That's
game.
true.
So you switch. I think that Houston's going to Foxborough.
Yeah, you're right.
Hold on, is this one better? Hold on. Is this one better?
Yep. There you
Yes.
go.
Oh, this is up to date,
Yep.
right?
That's who
Oh,
won.
perfect.
Yep.
Those would be good games.
Okay, so you got the Bills and the
Yeah.
Broncos. That will be a great game. Okay, you got the Texans and the Patriots. You got the Bears and the Chargers, Seahawks,
The Rams.
Rams. My bad. My bad.
It is both LA though. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
My bad.
How's that happen?
Seahawks and the San Francisco EMFs.
I think
Yep.
it's cool how good the Seahawks are. You got Sam Darnold. The Vikings basically just gave him away for free, and he's really good.
They wanted
So,
JJ.
That guy sucks.
Who? What do you think the Final Four is going to look like?
Cheeto.
I'll take, dude, the Rams, even though they barely beat Carolina.
Rams.
I'd like to see the Seahawks do it with Sam Darnold. I like Seahawks and Broncos. Dude, the New England Patriots are good though.
Yeah, guess
Jeez.
Seahawks
guess
and
who's their
Broncos?
coach?
What is it?
Vrabel from the Tennessee Titans, who they fired.
Hold on.
It's like,
Hold on. So
why would you fire him?
you got the Seahawks and the Broncos, and who down here?
Oh, I
You
was
said
going for the
Patriots.
Super Bowl. Yeah, I'll take Patriots versus Broncos. That'll be a great game.
Okay.
And then I got Seahawks versus LA.
Okay.
I might have the Rams.
Merp, you go next.
You got something different, B? I got
you got.
I got the Bills
Ooh.
and the Patriots. I got the Seahawks. I mean, the 49ers are just so beat up. I don't.
Yeah.
That's
Especially with Kittle being out.
Murph did his research. Let's go, baby.
And then I got who are these? The Rams?
Yeah, the Rams.
I got the Rams. Who you got?
I'm taking Broncos, Patriots. Dude,
Broncos, Patriots.
if
okay.
Houston had any offense, bro, their defense is it could be the
They
best
are
I've ever
good.
seen. It could be the best. I mean, the Steelers have bad offense, but
Yeah.
it could be the best I've ever seen.
Well, they
in person.
they just held them to 6 points though last night, right? And then their
Yeah,
offense
they
is
had
pretty
3
good.
turnovers, and one of them was at the 20-yard line. They scored 3. Yeah, so they had 3 turnovers, and they scored 3 points off 3 turnovers. The
Oh,
Steelers.
man.
So, yeah, Broncos, Patriots, and then I'll take the upset with the Bears. I think they're tough to beat in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I know the
Upset
LA's
with the
good.
Bears? Okay.
Yeah, I know LA's really good. Matty Stafford and their coach McVay
Yeah.
is nasty. And then I got the Seahawks, and I'm taking the Seahawks to win it all.
Are you really?
Oh yeah,
Dude, that'd be pretty cool. Sam Darnold leading the Seahawks. I don't think
I got Seahawks, Patriots in the finals. Patriots are really,
Seahawks, Patriots.
you know, the Patriots are looking like their old self with Mike Vrabel, just discipline, and now they got a quarterback.
How
They're
about
just solid.
Drake May? Who would have thought he would have been good? Dude came out of
Not me.
North. Yeah, do you even know who that is, May? I mean, he's
Drake
good.
May.
He's
Never
good.
heard of him.
He's good.
Where'd he go to school?
With
North
Carolina. Yeah, with Mac Brown.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, he was a high draft pick, right? But I mean, I would not have expected him to. He's in the MVP conversation, which is crazy.
And then you got Superman with the Bills. Josh Allen, dude tries to play Superman every game.
Yeah,
You know, like literally puts the team on his back.
he's good though. I
He's so
love how he
good.
plays.
yeah, they always tarnish his name too. I mean, until you win the big
Dude.
game, they're just gonna
Well,
keep crapping on you.
At least he won MVP. Like his team's not that good this year. Like
Yeah.
they got some holes.
They've had better teams in the past,
Yeah.
so they just ran into the Chiefs. but
Yeah. Well, their dynasty might be over. Sorry, Chiefs fans.
yeah, it's tough.
Why are the Chiefs so bad?
Well, they all are injured.
I don't think they were actually. This might sound crazy. I didn't think they were that bad this year. Last year they were in 1-score games every weekend, and then they found a way to win. And this year they just didn't happen to win some of those.
Yeah,
games.
but
Did they lose some pieces though, or
Their
what?
quarterback tore his
Well,
whatever.
that was
well,
in the
yeah,
last-
yeah.
That was when they were already had a bad record, though. But
I mean, still, that's going to be big.
It's a factor for sure.
I mean,
a
I think
factor for
no,
next
they were
year,
beat
but-
up. Like their receiving core was beat up a lot of the year. Like
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
offensive line, I don't think was as good.
it's like Nebraska. I feel like they never have an offensive line, and it's just Mahomes just trying to beat Jesus Christ.
And Kelsey's.
I mean,
about
he's
to
pretty
retire.
good. Kelsey can't catch a football
Yeah,
anymore.
what the heck?
But he's got his mind in a different spot.
I mean,
you know,
I don't know about you,
but I can't catch the ball.
yeah.
There we
Kelsey,
go.
He might be done. Kelsey
You
might be
think?
done.
Just
yeah, I
retire.
think he's done. Well, if
Trophy
Mahomes
husband?
didn't get hurt, he might have came back. But I think since Mahomes got hurt,
Dude, his
trophy
wife's
husband.
a billionaire. I'd kick it. I'd go to Cabo or
Like,
something and kick it.
Not now.
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos. I've
There
never
we
been
go.
there.
Neither have I.
Turkey.
What do you guys think of the so do you guys like this tournament postseason setup better than NCAA? And if so, why?
Yeah.
NCAA what?
The postseason tournament.
College
Football?
College football. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cheeto.
Yeah,
If you
way
wanna
better.
go.
No, go ahead.
Why is it different? Why
Dude.
why do you why do you
Well-
like it?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It makes your division games matter, right? That's all I really have.
I mean,
but
you got to
go
have the
ahead.
games matter, but also there's so many flaws in college football. We can we don't have to talk about them all, but like
We could
the
talk about that all day.
Well, the schedule,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like why is the championship game on a Monday? Because they botched the schedule.
It's always been on a Monday. Though.
Well, it's because the schedule's botched.
Yeah, they need
because
to
they
fix
can't
that.
play it on NFL days because nobody
Yeah.
will watch their games.
Mhm.
So because it's too late, now it's on a Monday. I don't really want to watch it on a Monday, but whatever. So then you got the automatic bid buys that we
Mhm.
talked about last
Mhm.
episode or a few episodes ago. The people who get the automatic bids and don't play all lose.
Mhm.
So then what's the point of doing good?
I agree.
So because they wait like 5 weeks and so
Mhm.
they don't play for 5 weeks and now
Mhm.
the NFL they just bang next week.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
playoffs, let's go.
yeah, I agree.
And you guys would know more about this than me, but you don't even play every team in your conference. Do you see that as an
No.
issue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Huge
that should
issue.
matter. It should matter who you play in your conference, and then it's like
You
let's
should have to
rank
play
'em.
everybody.
Yeah, that's how
You
it
should
works.
have to play
That's how
everybody.
sports works, which is why it's so.
How are we missing that?
They combine the conferences and they're so huge now. USC is in the Big Ten.
So
How does that make sense?
So-
Oregon, literally the
Oregon
farthest
is in the
country.
Big Ten. What?
so what happens if you split up the conferences again? Everybody plays, and then everybody
No.
gets every conference gets a seat at the table at the end of the year, or what?
There's too many teams.
Dude, somebody broke this down a while on Barstool. He took the USA map
Oh yeah, I've seen.
and he broke it down on regions, and it was like 5 conferences, right? Or something.
That's what the NFL does.
Yeah, it's 5 conferences, and it's like the Midwest is mostly the Big Ten. It's like the Big Ten is
Big 12,
is
some
like
of the Big 12.
Northeast, and then the Big 12 is whatever.
Like Colorado. Well,
Yeah.
the Midwest, they'd switch some of the conferences around.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd move people around, but it's based on your region. So everybody goes and plays each other. It's conferences, and then the South is obviously the SEC, and then I think Pac-12 is the
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah.
And it's like that makes sense. But
So
that's
the
not what
NCAA needs to step in, and they need to say, "You guys are here. You guys are here. You guys are here. You guys are here." And then you got the Midwest, and
Well-
they need to determine the conferences. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but all they care about is money. So, it's never gonna
exactly.
happen.
So it's fine and dandy.
How would no? But that would make it more competitive, right?
No, because some of those teams in that area don't
Trash.
compete for national championships. So all they care about is putting.
So there's got to be levels within Division
That's-
1, or you just, hey, you're Division 2. Sorry.
There is levels within Division 1, but like for example, Stanford's not that good anymore.
Yeah.
So if they're in the Pac-12, like they're not going to be competing for anything, really. So
Okay.
then you're just gonna like if one, if the Pac-12, if USC's down, which they've been, and then like a Stanford, all those teams, and like Oregon's the only dominant one, then it's like the league's not very competitive.
So not
if you
even
do the
that
regional.
solution would work then.
Well, it could.
Well, no, but
It
that's what the
could.
NFL is so Carolina was below 500 and hosted a playoff game because they won their division,
Right.
which I
And
think
actually, I think they won it because someone else won a game. Like
yeah,
that's how
it's
they
like-
hosted.
Yeah.
Something like that.
A
Pretty
team that they beat.
I think they lost. I think they actually
Yeah,
might
that
have
doesn't make
lost.
sense.
I
And
don't
then
really get it.
well, it's like tiebreakers and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And it's
because
like
it's like who you
they
play
lost, but then
matters.
somebody else lost and somebody else beat somebody. So then they
and
jumped
they had
up.
the head to head,
Yes.
and then it's like they hosted, and they were 8 and 10,
They're- yeah.
which is crazy. But I mean, it makes the division games matter, and you have to play everybody, and whoever has the best.
So but you just said that won't work because you
They
got the
won't do
crappy. So what do you? There's no viable solution.
They just
There
got to fix the
is.
playoff. They got to fix
The
the
viable
playoff.
solution is to play football to decide who goes. Just
Yeah,
like
they
we
should.
talked about the other time.
Yeah.
Head to head. So
Mhm.
if you're on the fence, you
Well-
just go head to head.
I think
to
people
get
should
into
have
the
to play
postseason
another
tournament.
game. So this is how it is in which college basketball and college football are different, but the last 4 in have to play an extra
Yes.
game. You have to
Well,
win to get in.
The thing is, the conference champions are already playing. So
Mhm.
why have everybody sit out?
Exactly.
The NFL, you play and then you're in the playoffs. Nobody
Yeah.
sits out. You either play the last week to see if you're in or out, and the next week you're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it turns into the postseason basically starts in the regular season. It's like this is to get in.
Well, why haven't we thought of this?
It's all about money. They don't care about that stuff.
They don't care about putting out a good product. I don't believe that.
Well,
I
they
mean,
want.
look at the playoff.
Well, I don't know if power is the right word, but people decide who. It's almost people decide who gets in.
Yeah,
it's not.
that's not how it should work.
It's not the actual sport or the game. It's like
So
seen the
that brings
committee.
up an interesting point
Yeah.
that we talked about last time. What's going on with Notre Dame?
What about
Didn't they sign a contract saying that they're automatically in?
Okay, yeah. It's in the if they're in the top 12, they're automatically in.
should be correct. That's
Which should be
fair,
correct,
right?
but that's stupid.
Well, look at their schedule next year. That's like
yeah.
they literally play like 2 teams that they might not even be ranked. They play Miami and someone else.
And
And it's
that's
like,
it. That's
well,
how
if
it
they
was
beat
this year.
Miami and someone else, then they're gonna be in.
Yeah.
They play like Stanford, just like Army, Navy,
Okay.
like all these teams that they're probably gonna smoke.
Kentucky,
So
Campbell.
that's a whole nother thing about the lottery of the schedule, right? Nebraska had a super tough or easy schedule this year, and they're gonna have a super hard schedule next year.
Mhm.
So it's like, can you get all of your guys on your team and the year you have an easy schedule? They said that about Indiana last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now they proved it to be, this year.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting landscape in the NCAA. I don't.
Yeah, they're gonna keep expanding it probably, and I think you just got to win to get in.
Keep it the same size.
Maybe expand it to 14. Is it at 12?
Yeah, it's at 12. They'll probably go to 14.
I mean, bottom line, you don't want 20 old dudes in a room deciding who gets in. That's all I got to say about it.
Well, they ruined themselves when they did the automatic buy thing.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, comparing this to the NFL, you don't just get an automatic buy for, well, I guess you do.
Yeah,
You do get a conference thing, but it doesn't give you a buy necessarily.
Mhm.
Like the Steelers didn't get a buy because they won their division. That's
Yeah.
where they really messed
You
up.
get
Because
a bye if you're the 1 seed, right?
if you have enough wins, right, and
Yeah.
then you get that buy. But like, for example, that's where they ran into an issue with the 5 conference champions, and JMU and Tulane got in.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
a huge miss.
They both got mollywopped. Somebody in the comments was like, "Wait till they win."
Oh yeah, it was on TikTok.
Not very close.
Not interested.
Yeah,
But-
that was brutal.
So do you guys think the product is better in college or NFL?
Something about college is pretty riveting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the product.
Yeah, like watching it.
I'm not really an NFL guy, but some of these
Me
last
neither.
few NFL games have just been wild. I think they're bringing in the electromagnetic field. I don't know what else. Usually, I'm not a big.
They're
NFL guy.
hardwiring your brain in the stands with the electromagnetic
I
field,
think
so you just automatically like it.
Just
Yeah,
getting
they're in my
brain
brain.
melted. What was your question?
My question was, do you like the product better in college football or the NFL?
I just think I think college sports are better in general. They're getting worse with the
Yeah.
NIL and the transfer portal. I think that is really ruining college sports. Go ahead.
I don't know how much you want to go into this, but I heard something that could literally save the day.
What contracts?
Yes, but basically when you get recruited, you have to you have to sign a contract like in the NFL and say, like, because everybody has a different way that they want to go about college, right? Some people want to go to the draft right away. Some people want to get developed and get better and then go to the draft. Some people just want to make money.
Mhm.
So there's different avenues of college players now.
Mhm.
So what if when you got recruited, you had to sign a document or even like put a waiver on yourself? You're like, I only want to stay at Nebraska for 1 year and I might transfer. And so both parties, the school,
They have to agree.
the
both-
school
yeah.
and the player goes, well, we can get him from 1 year, or we can look at another kid who said, I want a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
You got to stay there for 3 years. So now we know it's a development thing. We know what we're getting into.
That's
Yeah.
what it's going to come
And
down
you
to.
can coach. You can
You can
coach
coach
around
them.
that. If you know you have a kid for 1 year, a good quarterback for 1 year.
Yeah.
We got to get a good line. Like
Yeah.
we got to start there, and then we can get a good running back. You can work off of that.
Exactly.
You can game plan off that. You can start to mix personalities because you know what you're going to have.
Yeah.
That's what'll happen, and I think that's why it took so long for NIL to happen, because they didn't want it to. This is true? I think they didn't want it to be like professional sports. Is that correct?
Well,
I think that's why.
Well, they went ahead and did it and
I
made it
know.
like professional sports anyway.
So now you just got to do it.
they
You gotta
did
do the
it because the
contracts.
NCAA is making $1 billion off these kids,
Yeah.
right? And they should get paid.
Yeah.
Now, the way that it's regulated is not good, which
yeah,
is why
you
you're
have to have
seeing this.
regulation, which is probably something's going to happen. There has to be some regulation.
Well, or it's going to get really bad.
I heard Sarkeesian say, if one of our players wants to put his name in the portal, that's fine. Did you hear this?
That was last year. He said that. I
Oh, he
believe.
did.
Yeah.
But it's like if you don't find somewhere you want to go, you can't come back.
right.
You're
Right.
in the but
Yeah.
that's not a rule. I think
No,
that should be. a
that's
rule.
his team rule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
a
team
team,
rule.
and that's totally fair. I think Matt Rule said something like that too here recently too. He's like,
Yeah,
who's the kicker from
Olsey?
Scott. No, the kid
Oh.
from Scott. He's gonna transfer because he didn't play,
Yeah.
and he's like, we'll help you, but you can't come back here
Yeah.
because you put your name in. So
Yeah,
I think
there's
that's
a
fair.
what's his name? Something.
I don't know. Who gives a rip?
so there's a this
probably
just came out
sucks.
with a good example. I think it was the quarterback of Washington. He like signed something at Washington that said like he was bound to come
Oh,
back
yeah, and he
because he
just-
committed.
yeah.
Because he committed. He's like, I'm coming back.
It's
Yeah.
just
Signed it.
hilarious.
And then he left. He said, I'm in the portal. And then he left. And so he like quit his team. Like, I'm out. And then his lawyers and his whole team, his agents were like, well, that's not a good look, buddy. We can't do that. So we're going to drop you and you got to go back to Washington. So now,
Yeah.
now his coach is like, well, you just left us and now you committed. And now you have to come back. So now he has to go back and basically face what he just did to his team and his coaches.
Well, that's
The
just
agent
being.
even dropped him.
His
That's just
agent's like,
being
well, we don't
dumb.
want to be a part of that. So now we're out.
I haven't heard that. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's called being not responsible. is
No,
what
but
that
there
is.
needs to be some regulation.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen. So
Plenty of ways to do it. I just think, yeah, contracts, just like the NFL, like you talked about. Once you know what
Yeah.
the NFL can't go look for other guys if they know they got 2 cornerbacks that are signed for 3 more years.
Mhm.
Like it just helps everybody
Mhm.
have security.
yeah.
Yeah. So on the topic of do I like college or pro better? I currently like college more. It's just more exciting,
Mhm.
but I think that stuff is really ruining it. What do you think, Coop?
Yeah, I
College or
agree.
pro? Or are you right online with what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I agree. I think they just got to fix the playoff, but I mean, it's better than having 4 teams in it, but just something about old dudes picking who's in the postseason just rubbed me the wrong way. They should play to see who's in, and then you figure out who the best team is. Probably not going to be JMU or who those other
Tulane.
So pretty simple. B.
Pretty simple, not too
Oh, yeah.
complicated.
Yeah, I mean the NFL, I feel like everybody.
It's hard to
loves it,
win in the
though.
NFL, and it's very competitive. We're
Well,
not saying that. It's just different. In my opinion, it's just
The
different. in
difference
college.
between college sports and NFL, like pro sports, is that like you could be a part of the college. Like for example, if you went to Indiana,
Mhm.
you are a Hoosier.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you are a Hoosier
Mhm.
watching your team play.
Mhm.
You're never going to be a Steeler, probably, right? You never
Right.
played for the Steelers.
Right.
Unless
You
you're
might-
Rogers realm.
Unless you're
18.
Rodgers. But like, I think that's where the alma mater like passion comes
pride,
from.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally went to school here.
Yep.
And I'm,
This is my team.
this is my team. I
That
went.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
I spent my life here.
I spent thousands of dollars going to the
Exactly.
I spent
That's true.
$50,000 to get this useless degree that I got.
school. Do you think any of those guys do any of their homework, or they got to have ChatGPT on lock? They got to have ChatGPT Premium or something.
There's some of them that are really smart, and there's
These
some of 'em-
athletes?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? The athletes?
Yeah,
You think that-
Mendoza was like gonna go to Yale or something. It's
I
like,
can see why.
looks like a freaking nerd, but
He
he's
does.
balling. Crazy.
He'd definitely be in some media if he doesn't. I mean, he's gonna probably go to
Mhm.
pros, but
I can't
he's a
believe
good talker.
Good talker, really good football player. Well, we're gonna wrap this up really quick.
I say we cut it.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna wrap it up. Once again, thank you for watching the Just Because podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe. And again, buy some of the merch. This is how we fund all of our operation. We got our hats here, and you'll see some of our shirts. We got a mug, we got a coffee mug, we got a beer mug, we got a pickleball paddle. Buy whatever you want. That's how you support the channel. And hopefully we can continue to level up. Leave us a comment of any topic that you want us to cover in the future. If you guys got nothing else, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Let's go.
Thanks.